Okay, y'all. I'm here to talk about the behavior that majority of people exhibit. I think it's ancestral. Okay? I do. Where do we get it from? It's not God. Look, as human beings, we don't have godly ways. We can as a choice, but we don't choose that path. If we choose that, we choose it momentarily. We don't choose that path just because we really want to be godly and we choose not to and we want to figure it out within ourselves. We don't. You know that like we really want to exhibit better behavior. We don't. Most of us don't. Okay. I think that it is very ancestral. It was one of my Facebook friends. Baby, I forgot your name. Uh, One of my Facebook friends, we were having a talk on the comment section about, he said that he thinks it has to do with how people end up acting and turning out to be, has a lot to do with their surroundings, their atmosphere, and how they're raised and stuff like that. And I agree, but I don't think that that's the sole reason. I think the sole reason is because of the blood, okay? And not the blood of Jesus, the blood of the ancestors. The ancestors that, the ancestors that uh, like to whip us, like to whip us, okay? The ancestors that liked to, you know, make us suffer. The ancestors that sold their own children. And I'm talking about blacks and whites of all colors, Asians. I'm talking about all of y'all. I'm talking about all human life right now. All human life. Because I'm going to translate this right here. I need to speak clearly, all right, y'all? I It is because of the ancestors. When we go into our history, which is something that I did research on, and y'all please like, follow, and share on this video. Look, y'all, and what I mean by whipping, white folks wasn't the only people out here whipping people, hanging folks. I don't know y'all. That's ancestors, okay? Ancestors. They want to do what their ancestors did to us. They want to do that. They want to bring a comeback. That's why all these boys ended up dead, and that young lady, she ended up hung too, because of the ancestors' blood, okay? And y'all, for the blacks, y'all, don't try to act like our ancestors did not sell their children. Don't act like they did not break. I'm talking about the black men and women, okay, that was doing their own children in, breaking them in. The men, the fathers, were raping the daughters. These are facts. This is history. The fathers were raping the daughters. So y'all stop acting like the white folks is our only enemies. Don't stop acting like that. We are our own enemies. It started in a household. It was broken. All right, y'all like, follow, and share the video, please. It's about ancestors and how we exhibit, how we show the type of behavior that we put out these days, and we don't even know why we are so damn low down and dirty. The ancestors, okay? Look at what your ancestors did. You got some good ones and you got a whole bunch of bad ones. Whole bunch of them. And some of our ancestors is white. That's right. I don't have just this look at me. You know? This is not, I don't even know. I have no idea. I need to have me a damn test. Because my hair is, curly and shit like that. I got the high cheekbones and the eyes and whatever. And I'm a red-brown person. So I got something in me, but I'm a black woman. In America. So, look, y'all, how is it that now the atmosphere, like I said, the atmosphere, when you brought up in a chaotic atmosphere, look, I was like, pooh, shit. Y'all, but I tell you one thing. I made sure that I wanted the opposite in life. So that can go either way. That I like, far as the atmosphere and stuff like that, that's raising you and how you turn out and later on in life. That can go either way. Okay, I don't want no alcoholic because that's all my mama had. So I don't want no person that drink. Okay, hell no. And I would not. I don't drink myself. I don't smoke. I stopped. I used to. I used to be kind of heavy on the wine, y'all. I was very heavy on the wine. Okay, very. But but it is the ancestors. Okay, when your child come out high yellow and it's two dark skinned ones, and then you trying to figure out why with blue eyes. Y'all, that shit happens often. It happens. Look at the real black people, the real dark people in Africa with blue eyes. Do you think it's just because black ran all through their damn family? No, it's the ancestors' blood. See, some you can see visually. And then the actions. Look at the actions. Y'all, I had this lady. It seems like majority of them, they are kind of like management and how in buildings and what are they? They are like the people that put things together, the resources to try to help other folks and stuff like that. But it didn't work out that way with me. These women, now y'all, these type of white women will come after me. They come after me like these bitches come after my neck, my blood. And they look, they shame my name. Just stick with me, please, so I can tell you who the fuck they are. They come for my name. They discredited me. They told people behind my back, don't deal with her. She gonna give you a bad name. And then they sat back and they watched. They was waiting on me to do something. And then I'll say about maybe a year or so went by. The lady told me 3 people, a young man and 2 ladies. They said, you know what, Michelle Haas, she said to watch out for you, and I just don't understand why. You don't do nothing. You don't mess with nobody. You mind your business. I said, yeah, she hates me for no reason. And then a bitch finally told me. She finally told me, oh, well, sometimes we do things and we just don't know why. Do you know how much hell that bitch took me through? I hope that bitch is suffering right now to this day. Look, that is ancestors. Majority of white women, and I mean majority, of white women have it in them to hate another black woman just for nothing. For nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's not many white women that's gonna even like another black woman. Not unless she fucking a brother. She better be fucking somebody in your family. That's the only reason that she gonna halfway try to act like she like your black ass. And no other reason. Okay, don't get me fucked up. I don't tell lies. And I'm not saying I know everybody, but I know that damn mentality. I know that skin. Okay? And I'm not going to change my mind about it. I said what I said, and I meant what the hell I meant, what I said. Majority of white women hate black women because it is an ancestral. Okay, you go back, way back when, man, I swear, the white man was trying to fuck every black woman that they seen, and they hated them. They hated a black woman for that. Okay, hated. Especially when it wasn't rape. Especially when it was consensual. I'm just saying, I was around some white women one day, and then here comes some handsome, fine-ass white boys, because, yeah, I fuck around. I date white men. Yes, I do. I keep on doing it. You know what? I said, whoa, he is handsome. All 5 of them bitches looked at me. Marcella, you need to really stay with your own kind. What the fuck? I said, oh, really? I said, oh, really? So, y'all gonna try to tell me who the fuck to date? No, I'm just saying, we don't mean any harm. Really. Y'all have had so many encounters with white women, and I've had just as many with blacks. Black women, that's right. Y'all need to get y'all shit together for real, though. Look. With black women, it is jealousy. It is hate. It is disliking themselves. Okay? But some know how to love you. I don't see that in a white woman. I'll probably never see that in a white woman. Because y'all really don't own it. Y'all really don't own love for a whole nother black woman. Y'all only own that for a black man. Okay? I'm just saying that's how I feel. That's what I've experienced. And but you know what? That is true. That is true. Okay? White men, y'all kind of feel intimidated, a little bit intimidated around black men, and I really wish y'all wouldn't, and I wish you black dudes, y'all leave them the fuck alone when y'all see them with a black woman. Would you stop that bullshit? Like, for real? They are a whole damn man. Leave them the fuck alone when you see them with a black woman. Okay, because they are a man. It's a man. I don't give a fuck if it was a woman. Leave people the fuck alone. Okay, in their relationship. If I choose to step out of my race, that's my damn business. Oh, do I know my history? Yeah, bitches, I know it. And I'm talking about it right now. And I'm talking about how black men used to fuck their daughters just to sell them. That's exactly what I'm talking about. My motherfucking history. So if y'all want to talk about history, let's talk about all of the history. Okay, let's talk about the facts that people really don't even talk about. But y'all want to scream and holler at a motherfucking black woman when you see us stepping out our fucking race. Like it really makes a damn difference. You know what I mean? That's my choice, my shit. So, I'm just saying, mind your business. Because, see, I know mine. I know my history. Move on about the history and ancestors. Pay attention to y'all behavior. I'm definitely paying attention to mine. And my ancestors, I just know it's a spirit, y'all. I know it's a spirit. And I choose. I want to step up out of that. I would rather be more godly than anything. So it's too many people that's comfortable with being disgusting, with doing disgusting things. That's some ancestral shit. All right, y'all. Like, share the video. Y'all feel me? I'll see you later.